Hey guys, welcome back. So in this session, I'll explain how the fields are going to be controlled. Right? While transaction posting, multiple fields are appearing here, right? So how to control these fields? If you guys are able to remember, in the very first during what to say basic setting itself, I told that it's field status variant. It's field status variant which is going to control the fields. Fields of what? Fields which appears at the time of transaction posting. I'll come back on the screen. Look at here. So we have posted certain transaction in the previous session, right? Now, what was the requirement while posting a transaction? Let's suppose once again I'm going to give anything, audit fee itself. So while posting a transaction, now here this assignment field should not appear. So what to do for this? So first of all, you check what is your audit, like for which GL account client is saying. So client is saying that for audit fee GL. So what is your audit fee GL account number, guys? 4,000, right? Now you come to another screen. Let's suppose. So come to audit fee GL account here. FS00, right? FS00, use FS00 T code and come to audit fee GL account, right? And then you click on third tab, create bank interest. So here we have assigned field status group Z001, right? So generally it is a field status group which control the fields, which control that field status group controls the fields of transactions, like whatever the fields are appearing at the time of transaction posting, those fields will be controlled by field status group. And field status group, right? So how to find, where to find field status group, guys? If you double click on here itself, look at here, the field status groups are the part of field status variant. Against field status variant, you guys, like against a particular field status variant, multiple field status groups are there. Now the question is, look at here, once again I came back on the basic setting itself, right? So now the question is, why multiple field status groups are required? Can't we manage with a single field status group itself, right? So I'll tell you. Now you come back. If you double click here, then these all things are showing here. It is there in display mode. We need not, like, this is in display mode, we can't make any changes, right? So these fields must be editable, then only we can make the changes. Click on back button once again, and come back to our GL account, and then open one more screen. And always better to open multiple screen, guys. It will be better, so that in different screen we can do different activities. So now this time what is happening, guys? This time you just open field status variant. What is our field status variant, guys? I told you, TM00. If you double click on the field status group in GL account, then also it is going to take you to a particular screen, and there you can see the field status variant. Or else I might have told you guys that better to keep the same code. If you are going to define a company code, that is TM00, better to define posting period variant also with the same code, field status variant also with the same code, right? So this is how it will be quite easy for you people to remember. If you have given a different code at the time of creation of company code, you're going to maintain a different code for field status variant. You're going to maintain a different code for the, posting period variant. Then it's very difficult to remember all the codes, right? Now, go to OBC4 transaction code. By this transaction code, we maintain the field status variant. And here, TM00, this is our field status variant. You select and double click. So in this field status variant, we are having multiple field status group. I think these two are created by somebody. Just delete it. We have copied from standard. You save it first. So we are having multiple field status group, right? Now there is a question, why multiple field status group? That also I'll explain. Now, first of all, so inside of field status variant, right, multiple field status groups are there. So in which field status group we have to make changes? So look at here, the changes are required. Where the changes are required, guys? It is required here in assignment field. Assignment field means the requirement is when I post a transaction for audit fee, then this assignment field should not appear. So for which GL account this changes are required, guys? For audit fee GL. And which field status group we have assigned in audit fee GL, guys? Z001. So now where to make the changes? Here in Z001 itself you have to make the changes. You double click here and multiple here options are there. You double click on general data and here itself you will be having assignment number. You make it suppress and save it. Now what is happening, guys? So this time this is going to be suppressed in the sense this is going to disappear. So once again you have to refresh the screen, guys, then only it is going to disappear. So use /n f-02 transaction code and press enter once again. So the screen got this refreshed here. Give debit means audit fee GL account and press enter button. Now look at here, guys, assignment field is gone. Assignment field is gone, right? But there is a problem. I'm going to give another 2500, right? Text field, let's suppose I'm going to give here, and posting key is 50 for what? Credit. So bank GL number I'm going to specify here, right? And if you press enter, then here also assignment field gone, guys. For bank also assignment field is not appearing. So if the client says that for audit fee I want assignment field, sorry, for audit fee I don't want assignment field, but for bank account I need the assignment field. So why for bank account, why this assignment field is gone, guys? So we have made changes here at field status group level, right? G001. Whichever GL account is going to use this field status group, guys, for every GL account assignment field is going to be suppressed only. So if you check the bank GL account number here, you check the bank GL account number, guys, double click. So even in bank GL account number also what is happening, guys? G001, same field status group is there. So if client says that no, I don't want for bank account assignment field should appear. So in that case, what is the solution, guys? Then you just do one thing. Then you copy the same field status group here, copy the same field status group and make it 2, right? Make it 2, and here general you just give for bank. Let's suppose for, or is just for testing purposes. For bank already SAP has given almost like whatever required field status groups are there, that is already delivered by SAP, but just I'm explaining you the logic. Okay, press enter. So now what is happening, guys? This is going to be added in the list. And why G002 I have given, guys? Because if you see the code G001 was there, then 3 was there, then 4, 5, like that it is there, right? If you have a look here, remove this. If you have a look, G001 was there, right? 2 we have created just now, it was missing. So that is why I have given. So unused code can be given. Okay, so now I have defined this one G002, double click on this, and here against G002 I'm going to make it assignment field as an optional entry, save it first and then come back. Come back to the GL account. And in HDFC Bank GL account, I am going to use G002 and save it. So now, what is the setting in G002, guys? Double click here and double click on general data. So look at here, for G002, assignment field is optional, whereas against audit fee we are using G001. So for that, assignment field is suppressed. Click on back button. For audit fee, G001, double click here. So for this one, assignment field is suppressed. So in that case, what happened? Now F-02 once again, and here, okay, so if you give, like, let's suppose your audit fee GL, press enter. So assignment field is not appearing, right? You can give a particular amount, guys, and I'm not giving text here because this is not a mandatory. What to say, this one, it's optional only. You want to give, you can, or else you can leave it also. And then here your bank account. So for bank account, now it is going to appear. So now you guys will be able to understand here, like, so now you got some idea that why multiple field status groups are required, guys. Because for different GL account, client will say, for this GL account, this field supposed to be a required entry and this field supposed to be optional entry. Then what is happening, guys? You have to set up a different field status group and better to assign against that particular GL. So generally, not for a single GL account, guys. Let's suppose for 20 GLs, they will say that this field is supposed to be suppressed. So we have set up a new, we'll check whether existing field status variant with the existing field status group, this requirement is going to be met or not, right? If not, then we can create a new field status group and that is going to be assigned. Generally, why creation of new field status group is advisable, guys, because now let's suppose I have made changes in G001, right? So if G001 is already being used by a different GL, then whatever changes I have applied here, the same changes are applicable to other GL accounts also. But if I have created a new field status group and in that I have made the changes and that field status group I have assigned to the GL account, then the impact will be there to that particular GL account only. Or if you have any group of GL in the sense like 14, 15, then we are going to assign this field status group to those 14 and 15 GL accounts only. Hope you guys are able to understand. This is a very simple explanations I am giving, guys. If you are not able to understand, I think this explanations and all, then I'll give you guarantee, you watch any YouTube video, you go for any tutorials, it's very difficult, because at this level people are not going to explain. Simply they will say that, okay, this is the field status group, you just set up, or is field status variant, you just create, or is copy, save it, assign to the company code, proceed further. Most of the people are not explaining the logic. Try to understand the logic here, right? So with the help of field status group, in the sense field status variant, we are going to control the fields here, right? And why multiple field status groups are required? Because we are having several GL accounts, right? And for certain GL, different settings supposed to be required here. For certain GL, different settings or field status are required. This is called this is called like screen layout, right? Look at here. So, and field status means look at here, for 1000 this field is there. For GL number 4001, this field is not there. So there is a change in the field status for the GL account 4001 and GL account 1000, right? So since we are having multiple GL account, and for most of the GL account, different field status are required, and that is why several number of field status groups are also supposed to be, it is already there, and even like later also multiple field status group can be created to meet such kind of requirement, right? So this is how the fields are going to be controlled here. Now there is one more thing, guys. I said that even posting key is also going to control the same field, right? Now a bit confusion will be there. Don't be confused, guys. This is also pretty simple. You must be, because during interview people will ask the questions, right? So you can answer the question only if you are having perfect understanding. There is no any shortcut, right? So that is why I'm explaining at this level. So first thing is, like, at the time of transaction posting, whatever the fields are appearing, that is going to be controlled by field status variant. At the same time, these fields can be controlled by posting key also. So the question is how the fields are going to be controlled by posting key, right? And there will be even, and then I'll tell you guys, sometime certain inconsistency also will be there. Sometime what happened, guys, system also confused, because let's suppose for the same GL, I'm going to post a transaction against audit fee GL. For audit fee GL, in field status variant, I have made like audit fee as a required entry. Sorry, audit fee GL, like in audit fee, while posting the transaction for audit fee, let's suppose, right? In field status variant level, I said like this reference field is a required entry. At the same time, in posting key, I'm saying that this is suppressed here and this is required here. So in one setting, in this field status variant, I'm saying that you just suppress the reference field. It means you just disappeared, make it disappear. Other side, in posting key, I said like you make it a required entry. It means user must have to give certain input. So how come it possible, guys? If the field appear, then only user is going to give certain input. So two different instruction we have given. Now which one is going to be followed by system? Which one is going to get the priority? This one or this one? Right? Such kind of question can be asked by people during interview, isn't it? So that also I'll explain in next session. Here I have explained like how the field status variant is going to control the fields. So whichever during transaction posting, whatever the fields are there, guys, those fields are going to be controlled by what? Field status variant. But I'll add one more thing here, right? Condition supply, star mark is there, right? Only line item fields. What is called line item fields? If you talk about here, these are the line item fields, right? If you talk about header fields, F-02, header fields, then header fields are not going to be controlled by field status variant, and header fields are not going to be controlled by even posting key also. Which fields are going to be controlled by field status variant, guys? This line item fields, right? Which fields are going to be controlled by posting key? So line item fields only. Header fields are going to be controlled by which? So this reference and header text. These only two fields are going to be controlled. And how? So that is going to be controlled with the help of document type, right? In document type. So how the control is there, guys? Look at here, SA document type. We are going to post a transaction by using F-02 SA document type. Now let's suppose if you post a transaction, right? And if your client says make this header text as a required entry, then where is the control? First of all, you see against which document type the transaction is going to be posted. Then you have to go to the document type. Use code for document. What is the transaction code? Okay, so OBA7. Here in OBA7, what you have to do, guys, go to OBA7 and click on position and give your document type SA. And against SA document type, now what you have to do, guys, you can make this document header text as a required entry. If you save it, and if you come to F-02 screen, my screen is also hanging little bit, guys, because all the applications, it is open for a longer period. So I think once I finish the session, then I'll have to close all these things. I'll have to restart. So anyway, I'll finish here itself. So now what is happening, guys, this header text field become required entry. Look at here, document date. This is a required entry. Why? Because this kind of symbol is there. That is small check mark kind of symbol is there, right? You just use now /nf-02, and I've given all the details. Let's suppose here I'm going to give debit means audit fee itself, and I have not entered any details here, right? So you press enter. Now there is an error for document type SA, and entry is required in field document header text here. So you must have to give certain details. I've given test only, let's suppose. Now here in reference field, this is optional. Still it is optional because I have not selected check mark against optional. Sorry, against reference number. So now what is happening? If you press enter, then system will allow you to proceed further, right? So on header part, whatever the fields are appearing, guys, those fields, out of those fields, only 2 fields are having control, and those fields can be controlled by document type, right? Whereas this is the part of line item. So line items fields are going to be controlled by field status variant and posting key, right? Now what is the difference? That I'll explain in next session.